Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Block Thrasher Daily Crypto Update. It is Friday, April 16th, 11:34 a.m. I am super late, and that's because I am having trouble finding internet that will work, getting a good enough connection on my phone. Most places that I'm at, it's not a problem. But right now, I am in Oregon, in the beautiful state of Oregon, just outside of Klamath Falls. Beautiful rolling hills, mountains. There's open fields everywhere, juniper trees. It's a very beautiful landscape. It's good to be here. But I think I found a spot where I can make this work, so I'm probably going to have a little bit of a short show today. There's not a lot going on in terms of news at the moment anyway, and really the only thing that everyone is talking about is Dogecoin and its crazy pump. But let's just jump into the word of the day real quickly, which is pandiculation. You know how we wake up in the morning and jump out of bed and just have that urge to stretch, right? Oh man, it feels so good. I remember it felt so much better as a child, though. Did you notice that? Is it like that for you? Just one of those little things about getting older, the change and the excitement and just what's the word I'm looking for? When you're young, everything is so fresh and new and just feels better, I guess. I don't know. Not so many aches and pains and all of that sort of thing, right? Pandiculation, it's Pandiculation. Is the act of stretching oneself, especially on waking. So just tuck that one away, and next time your partner gets out of bed and they start to stretch, just say, "Oh, how's that pandiculation working out for you?" Pandiculation. You'll say that and they'll be like, "Huh? What? What are you calling me? Why are you pandiculating?" You're always pandiculating. Every morning you get up and you just pandiculate. All right. Enough of that. Let's look at today's prices. There's crazy stuff going on here. Total market cap is up just 0.1% though, at 2.29, almost 2.3 trillion dollars. A lot of volume over the last 24 hours, and Bitcoin dominance continues to fall. It is now below 50%, 49.9%. Gas prices are pretty high, 226 GWAY at the moment. Bitcoin is at $61,349, down 2% in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin taking a little bit of a hit with the rest of this red market. Yeah, it's a bloody Friday. Ethereum is 2,417, down 2%. Both, however, though, very strong. These are great prices, close to all-time highs, not that far off. Binance Coin down 6% in the last 24 hours. It is $516.29. XRP down 6.7% at $1.64. It's amazing to see how even in this downtrend here on this red Friday, the prices are still really high. These are good prices. These are like close to all-time high prices. Dogecoin. We can't not talk about Dogecoin because it has catapulted into the number 6 spot on market cap on CoinGecko.com. It is currently 34 cents, up 470% in the last 7 days, up 154% in the last 24 hours, with a market cap now of 45 billion, close to 46 billion dollars. Cardano's down 3% to $1.42. Polkadot's down 5% to $41.64. Litecoin is down 9% to $303.55. Let's look at a story from Cointelegraph.com about Dogecoin, and then I'm going to just throw some of my own comments in and tell you guys what I think about what's happening, what's going on, and my concerns about it. Dogecoin whales move 12 billion in one day, twice as much as Ether. Dogecoin's price explosion coincided with the movement of a lot of coins across the blockchain, as $12 billion worth moved in a single day. Ether is the world's second largest cryptocurrency by market cap, and its blockchain is the most actively developed in the world, with twice as many monthly commits on GitHub as Bitcoin. Dogecoin is a meme coin created as a joke in 2013, which derives much of its perceived value from the cute photo of the Shiba Inu dog that emblazons its logo. It has no active developers, and its own creator sold all of his coins in 2016 during a period of unemployment. What's more, in an industry that promises decentralization, Dogecoin stands out like a sore thumb. Just one address contains 28% of the total coin supply. Can I say that again? Just one address contains almost 30% of the total coin supply. So 1/3 of $45 billion is in one address. Do you understand that? If that one person sells, the price is obliterated, while 11 addresses make up 46%. This point was not lost on Tesla CEO and vocal Dogecoin fan Elon Musk, who said he would lend full support to the cryptocurrency if, did you get that? That was his statement. He made that on Twitter, thereby clarifying that he is not supporting Dogecoin, but he would lend his full support to Dogecoin. He said it's his favorite crypto, and the reason is because it's a joke and it makes him laugh and it's entertaining, and Elon Musk has more money than he can ever possibly imagine to spend. And so it's fun. This is fun, and he's poking fun at the cryptocurrency space, maybe even screwing with it. I don't know. I'm not going to say that that's his intention. But what better way to mock the cryptocurrency space, possibly even bring down the cryptocurrency space, than to pull all of the retail people, the regular guys in to a project that basically has fundamental flaws and no long-term hope. We're going to talk more about that here in a bit. But he said that he would lend full support to the cryptocurrency if the top holders sold off most of their coins. Like, yeah, all right. They're going to do that. Of course they're going to do that at some point in time and crash the market. But how ridiculous. Let's fix the we'll support the project. I'll support the project if we fix this problem of, horrible distribution that so many whales exist. If major Dogecoin holders sell most of their coins, it will get my full support, he said. Too much concentration is the only real issue, in my opinion, Musk tweeted in February when Dogecoin was priced at around 5 cents. Prior to Dogecoin's reawakening due to Reddit pumps and Musk's tweets, the coin had achieved a value of 1 cent just once before in its entire 8-year history. The coin's sudden 400% surge to above 30 cents in the past week alone has drawn a lot of eyes, bringing them to bear on the Dogecoin subreddit. According to data from analysts at Scoo.com, the number of new subscribers to the sub increased exponentially in the past week, in line with the surging coin price, rising from hundreds to thousands per day. Now here's what I'm saying. Dogecoin is acting like the Trojan horse of cryptocurrency right now, because here's what's happening. This is what's going to happen. This is my prediction. I don't normally like to make predictions. I'm going to make a prediction. And, I hope I end up being wrong. I really, really hope I end up being wrong, because I really believe in cryptocurrency. I really believe in the ideologies and the philosophies and the technology and all the good that could come from cryptocurrency. So I hope I'm wrong. But here's what I think is going to happen with Dogecoin. Dogecoin has no development team, no active development team, as was stated. The founders are gone. If there's a problem with the Dogecoin blockchain, someone might step up and volunteer, try to correct the code and resubmit it and fix the problem, but that's not a guarantee. As was pointed out by Charles Hoskinson, the founder of IOHK and of Cardano. You should go check out his video on this. He's probably, in my view, one of, if not the smartest person in the crypto space right now, saying that this is a bubble. Fundamentally, is a bubble. Mathematically, is a bubble. It's not sustainable. Many, many people are spending many, many hours, hard work, labor, top developers, brilliant minds creating incredible projects. Tezos, Algorand, Cardano, Polkadot, Avalanche, Elrond Gold. The list goes on and on and on. Projects that are creating real, useful applications and real world value, that are solving problems for people around the globe to improve their lives, to make their lives better, right? And all of their labor and all of their works and all their gets obliterated. How? By Reddit users, by a couple of celebrities jokingly saying that they support a token, a coin, that they don't actually necessarily invest in themselves, because they're generally Bitcoiners. They've become Bitcoiners. Tesla's putting Bitcoin on its balance sheet, not Dogecoin. Musk is way too smart to do that. So what happens is all these memes, all pump, all the retail investors are coming in, right? I can't tell you how many people call me. I don't know. They say, I don't know anything about crypto, but my buddy at work told me about this Dogecoin. Tell me about it. Is it good? Right? People used to be you go into the restaurant and they ask you what you're doing. You're like, oh yeah, I work with crypto. And they're like, oh, Bitcoin? Now it's like, oh, you mean like Doge? Now here's the thing. Is it possible that there's such a network effect created by all of this FOMO, fear of missing out, all this hoorah, all this hype, that it continues to go up? Sure. Yeah, sure. But here's the point you can't miss. Bitcoin has an incredible distribution, right? There are no whales that hold 20 or 30%, 40%. There aren't 11 addresses that hold 40% of the supply. I wish I could get this through to people. Think about it for a second. Just think about it. Unless the person who owns that address with the 28% supply has lost the keys, the private keys, and so that is basically is gone. That's gone from the total supply. In addition to that, there's 14 million new freaking Dogecoin created every single day. And so you got all these miners, these Litecoin miners that are just accumulating. That $12 billion of whale action that happened on chain yesterday. You know what that is? Most likely, Litecoin miners who are sitting on piles of Dogecoin are going, holy crap, what the hell? 30 cents, I'm dumping that. Anyway, I don't care. If you've made money on Dogecoin because you got in at 5 cents or 1 cent or 7 cents, great. Good for you. I'm happy you're making money. Sell. Take your profits. Get out. There's no long-term fundamental analysis that the project is gonna do well. It could. All right. Take the risk. Fine. Take the risk. Sure. The entire space is risky. But the problem with this type of thing is that because instead of building real value, what you're doing is money's being taken from the retail investors. All the people that are throwing $100 in, $1,000 in, $5,000 just on the hopes that it's gonna go nuts, and like it just did, right? But they never time it right. That's the problem. They never time it right, and the whales come in, and the whales just wait. They wait till it hits that price, till it hits a high, and then they dump. They dump a massive amount, right? And that drives the price down, floods the market, and then they sit and they wait and they mine their Litecoin, and they get another, stash of millions of dollars, not millions of dollars, millions of Dogecoin, And they don't. And they don't. It's concerning also for this reason here. This is why I'm saying Dogecoin is like the Trojan horse of crypto right now. It's created as a joke. Nobody took it seriously, yet it continues to stick around. And some people think like, ha ha, how funny. You know, here it is. And it's in the top 10. It's number 6. It's the people's coin. But here's what's going to happen. When it pumps like crazy and it gets to big numbers, like billions of dollars, and then it dumps like crazy, and all these retail people that came in that didn't know anything about crypto, that didn't do their research, that, just FOMO'd in because they talked to somebody at work, it was like, oh yeah, crypto, they got Dogecoin, yeah. They're going to get burned, and they're going to have a bad taste on crypto, and they're going to say, no, I played with that a little bit. Back in 2021, yeah, I got some Doge, I got burned. Yeah, I'm not messing with that again. That's just fake. That's just funny money. That's just, And then what happens is the regulators step in because so many small retail investors are getting hurt. And the SEC's job is to protect retail people, regular people, from getting hurt with investments that promise huge returns and then just get obliterated. So they're going to say, look, you guys we can't do this. We got to shut this down. We can't have this happening. We can't have people putting all this money into something and then it crashes and the volatility is too great and we need to regulate this thing. And you're going to have all kinds of controls, right? You're not going to be allowed to buy crypto unless you're an accredited investor, sitting on a million or a couple $1 million, or with an income over $250,000 a year, or whatever it is, right? And then all these people that came FOMOing in to Dogecoin, thinking it's such a smart thing or whatever, going to be locked out. This can happen. This is what Hoskinson is saying could happen, and he understands space like nobody else. Runs a multi-billion-dollar corporation that builds not just Cardano, but also was co-founder of Ethereum, building all types of stuff for the Ethereum Classic blockchain and others. They contract with other crypto companies, right? So no, I'm excited that we're having a bull run. I think you get excited when we see Bitcoin at all-time new highs because of the fundamentals that are there. And no, I don't think this is a cycle. Like I wasn't thinking this was a cycle. We weren't going to see a crash like we did in 2017 because this is now an adoption. And it's rather than a cycle. All the institutional investors and the Michael Saylors of the world, and you name it, JP Morgan, you go down the list. We talk about it every single day on this podcast. They're coming in. The tide is changing. I had a friend call me yesterday. I've been telling him about crypto for years. Hasn't gotten in. Told him all the fundamental reasons. Told him it hasn't gotten in. Met another guy, multi-millionaire, putting $13 million worth of his 20-something%, 30%, whatever it is of his net worth into crypto. Why? To protect himself as a hedge against what's happening with the U.S. dollar. Recognizing that the dollar is losing its hegemony control around the world, that it's potentially losing its reserve currency status eventually, that it's being devalued as inflation is coming because of printing and stimulus, and on it goes. All the things we talk about. But this Dogecoin thing could threaten it. And that's why I get a little frustrated and worked up about it. Like, normally I wouldn't care. But people, the problem here is the issue of distribution that even Musk pointed out, and the inflationary aspect of it, and the way that it gets mined with the script mining link, with ASICs, dual mine with Litecoin. There's some other fundamental problems with it in terms of development and a lack of development team, etc. Now that might change. Obviously, so much money coming in that Maybe a development team will pop up. Maybe they'll change the code and make it less inflationary. I don't know. And then it won't be a joke anymore. But until those things happen, I can't get behind it. Now, that said, if you think you can read public sentiment and follow what's going on in these Reddit channels and on the TikTok, etc., and make some trades, go for it. Great. I mean, I'm a capitalist. I want people to make money. Do it. I don't know how you do it accurately or do it well. Nobody saw what was coming yesterday with this crazy pump. You know, most people sold at 7, 8, 9 because they were like, wow, it went from a penny. It's never been that high. Then 17 cents they sold. Then for 15 cents or whatever. And you sell now 30. I mean, obviously, this is the way it is in crypto. We do see these crazy gains. We do see volatility. We do see a lot of up and down. Although that's beginning to lessen. That's beginning to change. And with some of them, with the smaller market caps, they have the same issues. There can be pumps and there can be dumps and there can be a group of people on Telegram or Reddit or wherever it is doing these pump and dump schemes. And you got to be careful of that. You got to be aware of that. So the smaller cap tokens, they can be speculative bets where you go out and trade on them. And you might make some crazy, stupid gains. Right? And you also might make some crazy, stupid losses. So that's not investing. That's just speculating and trading versus picking projects that have good teams, have good technology, have good marketing, that have capital behind them to do that marketing, to onboard other teams to build projects, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? Okay, you know what? I've said enough about that. I think I'm going to wrap this thing up. I was going to talk about the IMF increasing focus on digital currency, the digital currency revolution. And we'll jump into it real quick. I got a couple minutes. The International Monetary Fund is stepping up its focus on digital currencies, calling the coming shift to digital assets a revolution. Of course, they might be talking about central bank digital currencies. Let's see if there's something stated here that would indicate. IMF Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva believes that digital money is on the cusp of major changes that have the potential to reshape cross-border payments and remittances. At the iLab Spring Meetings virtual workshop, Georgieva talked about the impact of the monetary shift from analog to digital. We are witnessing a revolution in digital money that could make remittances easier, faster, and cheaper, she said. Georgieva says the IMF is launching a global effort to ensure new forms of money are trustworthy, fair, and implemented smoothly. With our mandate to safeguard monetary and financial stability, the IMF has an important role to play in supporting our members to deliver on those priorities, and we are ramping up our capacity. Okay, so this has nothing to do with crypto. They are launching a global effort to ensure new forms of money are trustworthy, fair, and implemented smoothly. Read central control. Why are we supposed to trust the IMF? How do we know the IMF has our best interests at heart? How do we know the IMF isn't rigging the game to their benefit? Are we supposed to just accept and believe that they're altruistic when the history actually has shown that they're more predatory than anything? That they push smaller countries to basically surrender their sovereignty? We should talk about that sometime. This is what happens. The IMF is like, you ever watch the old movie It's a Wonderful Life, and Mr. Potter takes over everything in the town, right? And then when the savings and loan crisis hits in that little town, Bedford Falls, I think it was, you know, George Bailey has to go crawling to his feet because he just can't. He needs a loan, and then the Potter gives him these terms that are like insane and ridiculous. This is how the IMF operates. They go bail out the small country, and then there's all kinds of conditions. And it's basically taking over that country's sovereignty, right? And then austerity requirements are pushed upon the nation, etc. They're not necessarily good people. With the IMF mandate to safeguard monetary and financial stability, Georgieva says the organization plans to ramp up their capacity to support its members to deliver on those priorities. Quote, in doing so, we will continue our close collaboration with key stakeholders, including the Financial Stability Board, the Bank for International Settlements, the World Bank, and industry players like those here today. In other words, the international monetary cabal. All right, that's all we got with that. Let's just jump to do the crypto terminology, and we'll cover the G's really quickly here. Gains. Gains refer to an increase in value or profit. Hope everybody knows that one already. Gas. A term used on the Ethereum platform that refers to a unit of measuring the computational effort of conducting transactions or smart contracts or launched dApps in the Ethereum network. It is the fuel of the Ethereum network. See gas limit and gas price. We talk about gas every single day. It's measured in GWAY, and I always let you guys know what that is. The gas limit is a term used on the Ethereum platform that refers to the maximum amount of gas the user is willing to spend on a transaction. Gas price, a term used on the Ethereum platform that refers to the price you are willing to pay for a transaction. Gavin Wood, our buddy, the founder of Polkadot, also of Parity Technologies. He's also one of the founders of Ethereum. Very smart individual. Gavin Wood, Vitalik Buterin, and Charles Hoskinson, right? And also Daniel Laramie, a couple others, but all creators of Ethereum and founders who've gone out to launch other projects, etc. Those are some of the people I was talking about that are working so hard to build revolutionary things, far superior in usability and than Dogecoin. Oh, gold-backed cryptocurrency, a coin or token issued that represents a value of gold. For example, 1 physical gram of gold equals 1 coin. Governance token. A governance token is a token that can be used to vote on decisions that influence an ecosystem. Graphical processing unit, also known as a GPU, more commonly known as a graphics card. It is a computer chip that creates 3D images on computers, but has turned out to be efficient for mining cryptocurrencies. Group mining. As opposed to solo mining, group mining is when multiple people mine together. GWAY, the denomination used in defining the cost of gas in transactions involving Ether. All right, my friends, that is a wrap. Thank you so much for checking in with me today. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Remember, it's always a good day to earn more crypto. Hope you have a phenomenal Friday and a great weekend. I won't be here with you tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday. This area I'm in just really is not conducive. And so I'm just going to enjoy the beauty of nature out here, hang with some friends. Got some friends down here. It's gonna be some good times. I hope you also have just an incredible weekend. And I will talk to you again on Monday, and we'll see what is happening in the cryptocurrency market then. All right. Catch you guys later. Bye now.